We went on vacation, we're gone for a couple of weeks, and came back and noticed some black spots on the wall in the finished part of our basement. And that freaked me out a little bit because we do want to use the space. It's actually my son's room. So I have a 14-year-old teenager who lives down there. So I started investigating, and it turned out that while we've been gone, quite a bit of water had intruded. And so I started asking around if people had similar situations, if they could recommend any remedies. And one of my colleagues at the time said, call Baker. So I've heard good thing about them. So got a proposal and accepted it. And it was quite a long lead time, if you will, from the time we accepted the proposal so they could get to work. And in that time, I started to think more about it. You know, I had all kinds of ideas of why this would be horrific and noisy and dusty and, you know, all the things that could go wrong. So we actually tried to remedy it with some sealant, and then fast forward 2 years, and it was clear that some of the paneling had been soaking up water again. So that's when I called Doug back and said, hey Doug, I know we talked a couple of years ago. Do you remember me? He did. He remembered the house. He remembered the situation. He was happy to come back out. You know, my angst about jackhammering up the basement was unwarranted, it turned out. We had Drew and Gavin come out. They were, you know, ninjas with that jackhammer. So with surgical precision, they were able to just kind of jackhammer where it was necessary. So very limited dust, very limited noise, very limited vibration, stuff like that. So that was tremendous. And they wrapped the whole thing up in 2 days.